Alright, looks like we are up. Another race at Rockingham. If you tuned in last night, this car is drivable, as I did not make the setup. I also did more than what I do last time, like 3 half laps, because I kept spinning out, and then I just ran out of time and had to send it. There's only 4 of us tonight, so should be a pretty quick one, hopefully. Randall ran a 23.9 second lap in Q. I did 24.2. I did tag the wall my first lap, so had a little bit more speed in it, but he's definitely got the speed on us right now, at least. But it is Rockingham, so you gotta save tires a little bit. If you get that line just right, you can really rip around here pretty good. Kills your tires, but it's fast. My first lap, I tried to stay high in 3 and 4, just to see how that would go. See if there's anything up there. Thought there was, throttled up, and then the grip ran out because I carried too much entry speed. It's like, oh no. And then, of course, that's coming, my first lap coming to my second one, so ruins the first lap and the second lap. Still pull the 24.2 out, so not too bad. The high side I don't think is as fast, but it's not terrible. Never mind. That's a 6, that's terrible. It doesn't feel terrible, though. I think I could probably drive in harder, brake mid-corner, but it's going to be something with the watching the tires, too, making those last. Looks like we can do, what is that, 45 laps? I haven't done a full run, obviously. I've done about, I think that's my 10th lap or so. Maybe 12th, including Q. So not sure how bad the fall off is, or it doesn't seem like they're wearing very fast, so it might be one of those things where it's like you lose speed in the car, but you don't get to the risk of blowing a tire. Some tracks are the opposite, where it's you have some speed in it, but the tires will go red if you're really pushing, and then they just blow out. But typically, Rockingham is a tire conservation race. They're racing in trucks and Xfinity this weekend, and it's newly repaved, fresh asphalt, super grippy, so probably no tire fall off, and they're going to be going real fast, which is always fun, especially with trucks when you get that group of drivers going real fast. Because sometimes they put on great racing, and sometimes they just get tired of following each other and say, what if I just drove through you? Oh, Randall must have got faster. Oh, yep, there's a 23.9 again. I think if you arc it in just right into 3 and 4, he was saying that you can go full throttle. He also said murders the tires, so. It's not too bad, though. Not the best laps at the end, half a second of fall off. I didn't check where pit road speed starts, so we'll just play it safe. If we have, I assume we'll have green flag stops. There's this yellow line there. Not sure if that's a timing line or just something on the track. Am not sure. Here we go. Like I said, should be pretty quick, I think. $118. You can get like 45, so 2 stops. Rip. Now this could be a memorial race for him. Charles! Oh, so that's why he left. It was your fault. Well, is he still in here? Oh, John's in here, but his thing is muted. Charles, can you hear us? Perfect. Classic Charles. I'll have to strategize fuel as we're running. If you do, like I said, I think it's 45. So if you do full fuel runs, puts you right around 90. So it's 20 lap run to the end. So you can just go full out. But I might shorten them. I'm assuming we're not going to have any cautions, so I might shorten them. Just have a little fresher tires. Oh. Seemed like a Randall conserving tires kind of move there. Little does he know, I like Rockingham a lot. I feel confident about this. Or just made a mistake. The only thing with it, it gets like a slight bit loose on exit if you're like full throttle and really turning into it. I kind of like it though. It's like why I won my setup last night to drive like, and then I, I epically failed. Oh, got a little tight there. All right. What was that? 4 laps. So that's 47 on fuel. I think well, it might go green. I think I'll pit. There's only 4 of us, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm assuming everyone's going to pit every time. If there's more people and it seemed like we'd have more cautions, I probably would stay out just to see what old tires are like, but I'm guessing we're going to go green for a while. Usually if I plan for that, it doesn't happen. But if I stay out on tires, then it does go green. And I just get my doors blown off. Hopefully I didn't clip that third box. You only go through 2 boxes. It's not enforced, but NASCAR does it. I try to follow their rules. Nice. So now, yeah, I was 30 laps before, not 20. I did math bad. Now it's 20 laps, but if it's 47, that's a little bit longer. I'll be on the bottom. Yeah, you pretty much have to go at least 40 to be safe, probably, on fuel, if my math's correct. I guess that's 120, so a little less than 40, but just to be safe. And that's if it stays green the whole time. Who knows if it stays green the whole time. I haven't actually raced this Rockingham version before. I kind of like it. It's really goofy. Like, the front stretch is off. That's not my favorite, but it drives nice. Backstretch feels too long, but oh, dang it. Well, I take back what I said. I guess I did say caution was going to come out since I pit. This time I'm going to stay out. That was only, what, one hard lap? So now I'll stay out. That way we get a long green run, and we'll be fine. They will probably all pit, and we'll see if a lap pressure tires is worth it. I think Sal is on controller, and like I said, it gets loose on exit if you're like into the wheel or some like full on gas and turning hard left. So I wonder if with the controller if it's just snaps around on him, which I don't know how to fix because I've never run controller on this game. I ran keyboard on my laptop, and otherwise I got a wheel. I never even thought about trying to hook up a controller. Keyboard was hard enough. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with that. There are a lot of people that run keyboard and do pretty well, though. I don't really know how. You can set all your assists and everything, and they have it figured out. But just be competitive and not burn your tires off. I've done it a few times when I've been like vacation. I still want to race. I just burned my tires off. Now I guess that gives them extra fuel too. Was it 6 extra laps? But I'm clutching here under caution, so It's fine. So now it's like 37-ish laps. Just have to make it. Unless, of course, there's another caution, but... So pretty much running a full fuel run. See if Randall can gun it around the outside. Oh, don't hit the apron. Oh yeah, he has a huge run now. I think he's pretty content to just sit there and save his tires a little bit, unless I really start holding him up. Or letting me drive too fast and burn my tires up. So funny, you can tell when Randall has to clear black flags because he immediately loses a few tenths. Is it all on exit? Oh, okay. Make sure we get some gas, get some tires. Oh, did Sal retire? Oh, he did. I just feel bad when people spin, even with like Charles. He races quite a bit, and he's gotten better, but he'll self spin or something sometimes. It's like, man, I want to be able to help you, but I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. Especially if like Sal on the controller. It's like, well, I can kind of guess for wheel, but controllers you can't really help them too much just because I've never driven one, so I don't know what that feels like. Let's see if Charles just led a lap or if he's staying out all the way. Ooh, only 42. But regardless, I mean, not doing math. It was 37-ish last time, so, oh, he's staying out. Nice. So it's probably like 30. I guess they only did one lap, too. 35 or so, maybe? We'll go with that. We'll go 35 laps to split it evenly. I usually like to do a little bit of the undercut just because it seems to work out well. But I haven't seen the tire wear or tire fall off, how that is, so if it gets real bad. Well, that's also why the undercut works, because if you can run 2 seconds faster for a few laps, that's what I did. We had a race at Homestead, and I think I pit a lap earlier than Keith, and he was right on my tail. I think I had like a 2 second lead. There's a caution that came out, so it didn't ultimately matter, but just that one lap on tires. And if you pit late, you just hope that you can get him back at the end of the run. Which if you do run long and shorten that last stint you have to do, then there's no tire saving. It's just send it. Hope for the best. Where's Charles? There he is. Dang, Randall gets a huge run off of 2 on the restarts. I think he's got that high side figured out. Oh, and I get loose. Whoops. Yeah, he's definitely just gonna sit behind me and save his tires, I think. Which is fine by me. We'll just watch our temps, try not to slide our rears like we've been doing these first 4 corners. He's getting really good exits. I'll have to remember that for later. I think he's just getting on the gas sooner than we are. .24.2 is probably a bit fast. If we're going to try to make these tires last 40-ish laps, 35 laps. Like I said, we're playing it by ear. Not really sure how it's going to go yet, but everyone gets a podium finish though, so that's kind of nice. I was kind of hoping Randall would really try to save his tires. I could just try to drive out to a big lead. Oh, gapped him there. Might come back to bite me towards the end of the run, but I'm hoping that the fall off hits late enough that I can just pit and then keep that gap going. Just trying to drive straight in on the entry, not slide them, especially the right front. Typically that's my problem tire, but this setup I actually get the rears a little hotter, which is nice. We got back to the gas too soon. It worked out though. Actually wasn't too bad of a line. I thought I was going to be up in the wall. Still ran it too. Thought that was going to be way slower. The draft might help too. I guess I didn't run any draft laps in practice. What'd we go racing with? 103 to go, I think. I always forget to look at that. It just helps with fuel calculations. Yeah, because if I run it dry and then run the next tank dry, it'd be a 10-lap sprint to the end. But that tire fall off kind of dictates how long you want to go. And if Randall short pits or something. Typically in NR, from what I've seen, everyone kind of pits around the same time. Because usually if people are going to short pit, I'll usually try to stay out a little longer. Just like, well, I'm not going to beat you doing the same thing, typically, if you're already in front of me. So I'll try to get a tire advantage for later. But then sometimes people stay out too late. It's like, well, I don't want to pit at the end of the cycle with everyone, so I'll pit a little earlier. The undercut works pretty good typically. Unless you have a full field, then you have to worry about cautions. And there's some leagues you just know, like, they're going to wreck coming to pits most likely. The leagues I race in, we don't really do too much green flag stops. Even fast, the last few I've done, it's with more people, but they've even struggled sometimes to stay green long enough to have to do green flag stops. Some people are really good at them, so they love them. I'm not the best, but I do think they're fun. See, I feel like the tires just don't wear that much, but they definitely start to fall off. The handling stays pretty good, though. I like that. Looks like Charles might be struggling. When I've asked him what he's doing, it sound one of those things, like, it sounds like he's doing everything correct. Oh, got tight there. Right after I said the handling is nice. Too much talking. Dang it. Looking up at Charles and my tires, just got to the gas too soon. Yeah, it's starting to get a little tight in the center of 1 and 2. I think that's probably why Randall's running that kind of second groove there. Doesn't have to turn quite as much. Can kind of turn down through the middle usually too. That'll slow him down there. Ooh, that's going to slow me down. Excuse me. Coming through. But yeah, when I've asked Charles, he sounds like he is doing the things that I would think to do, but it doesn't quite work. I think it's more of a tire thing though. Gets the tires too hot, sliding the fronts or something. I thought he was going to keep going there. I almost ran into him going at 2 that last lap. 25.6. Yeah, look at that. Back to a 0.9. Still feels like I'm driving pretty quick. This one will probably be a little quicker. But there's definitely fall off, which is always fun. Seems like the setup definitely just gets tight in the middle. Luckily, Mondays with Thunder, where I normally race, their setups are typically tight. So, ooh, ladybug on my foot. Almost wrecked. Kind of, dang it. We got those Japanese beetles. One flew into my ankle. Just lifting early, saving some gas. And now's where you try to do math while you're driving and hope that your math isn't wrong. And also decide if you're going to short pit or run it long. I think as long as I can stay connected to Randall, at least this close, should be good. Can see what he's kind of doing, what he's thinking. Since I'm behind, I'll probably opt for pitting shorter, unless he does that, which he might just to cover it off, but If you get 47, you're only 7 laps short. I could probably almost lift and save fuel, but I don't want to do that. 7 laps is kind of a lot. Plus, you'll need tires anyway. So, I could maybe pit in like 10 laps. Do two 30-lap runs to the end, 33. I think we're at 20 laps right now. About a second slower. I don't like the way my engine is sounding there. Knock that off right now. Maybe it's just getting bogged down too much. Sound like it had a little hiccup in it. Rockingham is usually one of those tracks. I'm typically not the best with tire conserving, but like certain versions of Bristol and some short tracks in Rockingham, I can usually keep my speed pretty consistent without wearing out my tires too bad. The way I enter corners, I usually kind of turn down early, so as I'm slowing down, it's somewhat in a straight line. Seemed to be the best way to, I say as I arc it in. Seems to be a good way to save the right front. Like I said, you can kind of use the throttle to get it to turn on exit, which is nice. Definitely big fall off, but if we short pit and Randall stays out, I'm assuming that he'll probably follow us in shortly, if he's not already thinking about it. Which now, some gamesmanship, I almost want to stay behind him, so I don't have to announce that I'm pitting. Don't tip him off or nothing. If he does short pit, I might run long. Which is probably not going to be a great idea, but gets us a good tire offset. And then we can run pretty hard. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Oh, it's really dropping off now. It's right about 30 laps into a run. Yeah, and a little over a second now. Charles retired? Nope. Oh, ladybug on my screen. Oh, missed the corner. So I think so. I saw that he did. I don't know if he's coming back, but I just wiggle my steering wheel. It's kind of loose. Oh, he is coming back. Nice. See, that right there makes me kind of wish Randall's going to short pit, because I feel like I have a little bit more speed than him on these old tires. Or like I said, he's just conserving, but he's starting to get real tight in the center. He's carrying good speed on exit, though. Might just be how he's driving the track. I think with 10 to go on the projected laps, I think that's when I might come in. 64 laps to go. was looking at my fuel, almost missed the corner. Then it's 2:32 lap runs to the end. Which, like I said, if Randall runs it to the end, he'll have, what'd that be? We'll call it 55. You can go, we'll call it 45 to be safe. So he'll have a 10 lap sprint to the end, and I'll be on old tires. Should be interesting to see what happens. Got tires, got fuel. 6 pitting this time. Then just don't speed. Okay. Speed starts early. Not early, but can go a little deeper. I was with the leader, so I don't think I'll go 2 down. Probably like 1 and almost 2. Come on, crew, what are we doing? Okay. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. 6 exiting. 20-second stop. That's gonna suck. So now we really need Randall to stay out. Just so we can make up some time. We'll see though. It's gonna be rough. Got like a second. Dang it. Want to stay out a little longer. See how much time we lost with the fueling issue. I've heard that a lot, and it usually hasn't affected the actual time. Usually it's still right around 16 seconds. 20 seconds is crazy. Maybe it's like Suarez, a loose tire came and smacked the back of our car. Holy cow. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was to get the lead, and I was like, jeez. Still seems like it's going to be pretty good margin. Oh, he's coming out now. All right. So now we can kind of start to back up our corners, manage that gap. Honestly, I think we just stick with our original plan. If we keep that gap, I might run a little bit longer. I don't think either one of us was really trying to pass early. I think you can. You definitely get better run, try to dive underneath someone. Especially on old tires, I think that outside might work a little bit, but I'm feeling frisky. I could even run it next 40 laps. Really shorten that last stint, but I feel good about my tire wear as long as I don't look at other things and almost spin. Ooh, there's a ladybug under my foot. Where'd that happen? Oh, shoot. Like that. Damn it. Got a little loose. There's a ladybug on my foot. One moment. Son of a... Oh my gosh, what is going on here? It was like up under, so every time I'd go to hit the throttle, it would just be right underneath it. We're good now. Oh my gosh. It was like right on the side of my foot, bothering the crud out of me. Gosh dang it. See, this is why you don't make plans. Alright, so now it's reversed, and now he has a 3-second lead. And I have a little bit of damage. I need to remember to turn that off. Oh, never mind. Just cosmetic. So he has newer tires and a lead. So basically what I'm saying is this is not good. But hopefully if we run long enough, he'll start getting tight. I had a 3-second lead, so of course he's driving away now. Just slightly. We know we can go a little deeper on pit entry. Not too much, but a little bit. And still don't push it unnecessarily. Yeah, he's got a great exit off of 4. If I can keep it close to where it's at now, I think we'll be alright, maybe. Kind of evens out better in 1 and 2, and he's better in 3 and 4. I'm probably pushing way too hard, but... Oh... Trying to decide... Because he only pit, I think, 2 laps after us, so I assume that it'd be the same. Pit with around 30 to go or so. Oh shoot. Now that's damage. Turn that off. Yeah, now he's 4. Thank you, Charles. Thanks, Charles. The comforting thing is I did feel like we were faster, and like I said, maybe Randall was just saving his stuff a little bit more, but man, I gotta learn how to drive 1 and 2 better. Probably just entering too low, trying to hold it around the bottom. Ooh, that was a good lap though. Didn't reach 4. You must have slipped. That was like almost a half second. Coming back. Or he's managing his stuff. Keith Hughes that I race against is really good at that once he gets a lead. People often feel like they are way faster, but he's just kind of managing his stuff. He keeps that gap, like Randall, if he's, which it might be, because I came out, I had a 3-second lead, so if he just keeps that at 3, and he pits later than me again, then he probably feels pretty good about being able to come out about even on fresher tires. Pushing pretty hard. Tires aren't too bad yet. Front is a little hotter. That's just me pushing on entry too much. Yeah, it's back to 4. Whatever he is doing in 3 and 4 is really, really good. Like I said, I'm probably just pinching it off too much, but then I do that and we do gain, so I don't know. Just have to not miss my lines anymore. Should probably stop talking, but that's boring on a stream, especially when there's only 3 cars in the race. About the same lap time that lap. He's slightly faster. Ooh. I tried to get too much there. So he's still in the 24s. 24.8 that lap. He has this higher entry. I think I'm just not arcing it right. And we'll see. Once again, about the same. About the same, so hopefully his car is starting to get tight in the middle again. Like I said, that might have just been him with a lead, just knowing I don't need to push. It's right at the end of the fuel run, so. Gained a little there. Ooh. I thought we were getting the wall for sure. Ooh, I could do 2 tires in 1 can. Actually, so that was a second slower than, like, I did run a 0, but typically it was 2s. At the beginning of the race without full out pushing was 2s. But that's if he takes 4. That's 8 seconds on track. Oh, that's not going to be faster. lost 3/10 sliding off a 2. Getting real tight now. Oh, I'm tempted to take 2. I think the left sides would fall off so bad it would not be worth it. Not with 30 some laps to go. I think I got a pit. I like it to be just a little shorter. He's just stretching it out now. We're falling apart. Dang it. That was a ton of time. Alright, we got pit. We'll do 1K in, 4 tires. Watch for Charles coming out. Now does Randall pit? Or does he take 2? Because now he has a pretty sizable lead. He has 4 seconds up. Last time we gained 3 seconds on him. He's not dropping off, so he hasn't pit yet. That's good. Oh, there he goes. So once again, about 2 lap tire advantage. But he had that extra 4 seconds, so this time I think we might be right next to him. We won't be able to just send it like last time, though. Well, after the whole ladybug incident. Because I was trying to make up the time, and towards the end, it was just, I burned off my right front too much. Nice. I don't know if that 089 was this time or last time, but now we can run that 24.4 pace a little bit. Keep some fresh rubber on them. Oh, now he's better in 1 and 2. It's alright if he catches us, because I'm not pushing as fast. 20 laps to go. Got you right where I want you. Behind me. Even if he does get by, I feel okay with it. That last time he kind of started pulling away on the old tires, but dang it. Just one little tap of the apron. Now we racing. Ah, not quite enough. But I think even when the tires start to wear, especially as line 3 and 4, he kind of drifts up. I think there's an opportunity to get underneath him. Unless he just bolts right here, which might happen. Dang, pushing too much again. Seems like Randall can pick up the throttle earlier. Should have tried that higher line. Dang it. Or we could have tried to stay out longer and have fresher tires, but we were already 4 seconds back. I don't know if we were going to make up that gap. Ah, tap the apron. Trying to get right on it. Pinch the exit as best as possible. I think he just gets in the gas earlier in 3 and 4 and it has enough grip. So we're going to have to start trying to do that. Has enough grip. I feel like I'm just burning off the tires doing it, but back to a 24.4. Tires might not have enough time to fall off to where I want them. Losing a bit of time. That was better. Still tapped the apron, but I don't know if it slowed us down too much. Still lost a tenth. That one's slow. I didn't have a good 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. Yeah, 2.5 tenths. But we fell back to 4 seconds, so we kind of had to try something to try to get the lead. Man, I just can't figure out what he's doing in 3 and 4. I'm not too far off, but his exit speed just carries all the way to turn one. Yeah, I thought I had it good, and then the relative there in the standings is just 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. Just drives away. Didn't lose too much time that lap, but let's see what we did there. Dang it. That one felt good too. Oh, there's our chance. Do it again. 5 to go. Dang it. Just need to be a little closer, sniff a draft maybe. Get a little friendly with that wall. I've only tapped it, it's fine. Come on, better exit. I don't know how he's doing this. Got to be the higher line. I just don't know how to run it. Dang it. It's something like that. I just. Not close enough. Good race. I could not figure out what you were doing out of turn 4. You were getting such a good exit. Well, shoot. Randall had the speed. We knew that coming in. That ladybug didn't help. Or Japanese beetle. Oh, yeah. I kept feeling like I had a good 3 and 4. Then I was watching the F2, and it'd be like 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. And I'd make some time up in 1 and 2. Well, wasn't too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause early in the run I'd have my right rear a little hotter, and they'd get up a little over 200 probably, and then they'd start coming back down, and the right front would be just a little hotter. But I like the amount of fall off too. I think when I pit, I was right about like 1.2 to 1.5 seconds of fall off, and I was like, that's pretty good. I didn't do a full run, obviously, but that's pretty good. All right, well, hopefully that was enjoyable. Sorry I choked again, but one day we'll bring